switch it over. Get this set up for. Oh, of course not. It's not going for the right audio. Oops, I can't do that, can I? That makes me wonder. Or if I can just. It should be fine if I just play it through the stream window. Why not? Got my PS1 controller. And I guess I can just see my chat room right here. And the lag's not too bad on it. Alright. Cool. Time to play Final Fantasy VII. Love this intro. Love the intro. I guess if I'm going to do it this way, I'll need the iPad. Oh, good. It sounds like at least I'm using the Bose soundware to listen to it, and it doesn't seem like it's coming through the mic. Oh, there's no reverb. Hopefully. If I get a viewer, maybe they'll let me know. I don't know how well my voice is in sync up to the music. That's going to be a good question. But I guess I'll have to watch it back later and find out for myself. God. I love how at least the graphics really do look like the originals. Back before you could speed up the gameplay. At least I can in the menu, and I should have just done. Now I can speed up the battles and the text. Alright, let's see right here. Fig. We'll need that for now at least. Alright, here we go. Wow, I used to be in Soldier alright, not every day we find a group like you and Soldier, aren't they the enemy? I ain't even trying to read this right. You can read it. What's he doing with us in that language? Hold on. Or hold it, Jesse. He was in Soldier. Quit, man. And now he's one of us. You can cut your name. Oh, Caesar, hello. Hi, how's it going? Thanks for coming and joining me. Do you want to name Cloud for me? That's a pretty fun thing to do, I suppose. Or should I just leave it Cloud? We'll leave him as Cloud. I like these. Greetings from Peru. I'm Peruvian. Well, thanks. Oh, look at that. I'm going to spell this wrong because I'm too busy reading time. Well, thanks. Thanks from Peru. I am from Michigan. Oh, Spiky Boy. That would have been a... Man, just seconds too late. I would have too. You know what? You know what? Let's enjoy this for a second. Now that some people are watching it, I guess. We'll name him Spiky Boy. It's not like I was that far. And I think Spiky Boy fits. I almost always name on Cloud too. That's just a good default. Yeah, I know, right? Actually, this is one of my first nights streaming. I haven't done it very often. I've been keeping talking about wanting to do it, but then I'm always just busy. I got kids and I work full time, and I finally got this RCA connector that lets me actually hook up the PlayStation to the streaming. So I figured it'd be fun to actually go through the collection. I have all these games from, the original PS1 era, and it'd be good to have a reason to pull them out. It's like I played Final Fantasy VII not that long ago, but I played on Switch. It's cool to have the OG controller for it. So I'm looking to start streaming soon. Or at least more so. How many PS1 games? I don't know exactly. My guess is right around like 70. I mean, depends too, because I have a lot of copies. My parents do a lot of garage selling, and they don't know anything about PlayStation. And I've told them just, hey, if you see a PlayStation 1 game, just buy it if it's pretty cheap. And I also had a few people who decided to go all digital and were getting rid of all their stuff, so I've picked it up off of them and stuff. So, yeah, depending on copies, like, I think I have 3 copies of Final Fantasy VII, 2 copies of Chrono Cross, 2 copies of Final Fantasy VIII, 2 copies of Resident Evil 2. But I also have, like, Tomb Raider 1 through 4, Siphon Filter 1 and 2. I got a lot. In fact, here, well, I'm not doing anything because it's the intro. First off, there's 7. I'm going to go over here for a second. Oh. Hey, this is probably the easiest way instead of even bothering with all the whatever. Like, there's Resident Evil 2, Crash Bandicoot, Xenogears, Final Fantasy VIII, some of the Tomb Raiders, Dave Mirra, Resident Evil 3, Gradia, Spec Ops, what is this? Dragon Valor, Toshinden Ballerina 3. There's the original Tony Hawk, Jet Moto, Final Doom, Twisted Metal, Crash Bandicoot 2, Darksiders, Parasite Eve 1 and 2. Another copy of Resident Evil 3. Spec Ops, Final Fantasy Tactics, Die Hard Trilogy, Thrasher. And these are just the ones I don't have the cases for. Most of my games I do have cases for. Like all the Final Fantasies and stuff. Alright. Let's do this again. Oh, this time before I even get in the fight, let me change my configuration. I got a feeling I'm gonna level up after this fight. How does the audio sound? It's actually one of the, like I said, first times I got on live, and I tried it a few times in like just recording a video. He's playing it back, it sounded alright. Alright, here we go. Spiky boy. Yeah, soldier's the enemy. There we go. And Spiky boy, we're going lowercase for the bottom. For boy. Perfect, Spiky boy. Spiky boy. Hey. I don't give a crap about your names. I'm gonna be out of here soon. Never move in a group. We're going to the North Mako Reactor. How many times I've played this original? Audio sounds good? Excellent. Excellent. Thanks for letting me know. Alright. Got any choice for Barrett's name? It's a good one. What should I name Barrett? Alright, I usually just go defaults in the names. Like, I used to name my friends it for like a long time ago when I was a kid playing, and what's Caesar? Caesar is the other guy talking. Let's throw up Caesar, a little rep in here. Barry Boy. Alright, we can do Barry Boy. Barry. I wonder if I should do boy for everybody, including the girls, you know? That's a really great way to do it. Yeah, I know how to run Barry. Oh. I think I played this enough I'd know how to run through here, but I guess not. Yeah, I remember my last few times playing this with the like fast run through or whatever. The extra speed you can have with the Switch version remakes and the PS4 remake, and been a while since I had to play it the slow way. Yeah, you spin that sword, Cloud. With Sick Man, I've probably got a good 40 or 50 in storage. I'm thinking about getting them out, but I haven't found the time to. Yeah, that's how I was. I actually was wanting to get into it last summer, and I got switched areas at my departments at my job, and I was working a lot of mandatory OT, so the idea of doing it just went right down the drain. And then recently I got this RCA converter so I can stream from original PlayStation. And I was like, I've been able to stream from PC and stuff, but I feel like it's cool to, have the old stuff on here. Especially now that I have this, if I get an N64 or get a GameCube. I already have a PlayStation 2 and original Xbox. I have a lot of Xbox games, but I also have a 360 and stuff I could hook up, but that's awesome. You have 40 or 50. Yeah, I love the classics. It's like, you forget how good they are. Like, Final Fantasy VII actually, it doesn't hold up that great, But it's still a fantastic game. The planet's dying, Spiky Boy. That's such a good name for it. Goddamn Spiky Boy. Well, and there's a few Final Fantasies and stuff I haven't beat, it's funny enough, I have 2 copies of Chrono Cross and I've never played it. I have Legend of Dragoon, I've never gotten off the first disc. So I have a lot of stuff like I could just go back and play and enjoy the classics. In fact, I was downloading some of the strategy guides for stuff, you know. Well, yeah, that idea of in 20 more years, that's kind of why I'm doing it, you know. Like, I actually started buying, like, some of the old school systems up. Figuring it'd be perfect to be able to, you know, play later on. And, like, one day I want to have a video, like, game museum in my basement once my kids are older and stuff. Just have N64, GameCube, and I already have 2 Wiis. I have a Wii U. Which, you know, it's pretty rare, I suppose, considering there's so many more Switches out there these days, but I try not to sell any of my video game stuff. Yeah, it's another one. Like, it's kind of surprising how much good stuff on the PS1 there was I missed. Like, I never played Legacy of Kain either. I played a lot of Resident Evil 2. Yeah, my basement's already, like, a very big size, and right now it's just set up with all kids stuff, so once my kids are, because I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, so I'm like, once they're older and I don't have to worry about them breaking stuff, oh yeah, it'll be awesome to have. Eventually I'd like to get a CRT, but like, I have a good size office, I can, you know, like, and then I have a TV over on the other side, you know, but it's not enough for, like, all the old school stuff. Most of the time I keep a lot of it put away in boxes behind that couch. But I figured I'd at least play 7 on stream, because I know what I'm doing. It's not like a game where I have to go, now where do I go next? I beat it so many times, but I really do want to play 8 and 9. But I have a few other ones. I got like Bushido Blade and stuff. My brother-in-law decided he was just done with physical games and gave me all of his physical games. He had a Series X and Games Pass and was like, I'm going all digital, I'm done with all this stuff, and gave me his PS2 and all of his PS1 games. And some of his PS1 games, you know, are... you can make it seasonal, display a brand, one brand every couple months. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that is a good idea as well, you know. Should I name Tifa? Should Tifa just be Tifa Boy? Or Ifa Boy? Just like take off the T or something? Oh god, just save. First save on this memory card. I bought a new one. I had like an off-brand one from my childhood. I still have all my original date on. This is definitely the first save on this official PlayStation memory card. In fact, I gotta see real quick. Oh yeah, here we go. Just for the fun of it. Let's see what I got on slot 2. This is the classic memory card. There we go. Neo Angel. Phil. Tifa. There's Cloud. And 94 hours save. Yeah, I was actually really impressed that this old, especially because it's these ones. I can't believe this thing is still working. Like, I remember my dad bought it for me in Easter in like 98 or 99. I don't know if I can hold it where it could be read. But it says, under 1 megabyte of memory. At the top. Alright, let's go beat this Scorpion. I thought it was cool when I got my PS2 all up and running. I still have my buddy's memory card because he gave it to me when he got rid of his PS2. Because on the PS3, I actually had a PS2 to PS3 converter thing, and the PS3 that was backwards compatible for a while. So he gave me his memory card so I could put it on there for him. For one of the games he ended up buying digital, you could play his original save, but anyways, I checked that one out not that long ago, and he had like 140 hours, 150 hours in Final Fantasy X. Thanks, sorry, I keep coughing. Yeah, remember the 12 megabytes came out? I do remember those. That was like so stupid long ago. Because it was too. It was so much memory. Now I got like a bag full of them, which luckily I had a lot more of the PS2 stuff. Because I had some of my buddy's stuff, and then I had my own stuff and my brother-in-law's stuff, so I had a lot of that. I suppose I should use Bolt. Alright, when you gonna raise your tail about me? There it goes. I might as well use a potion. Yeah, I'm glad I got the PS2 one with the same converter thing too. I can eventually switch over and do that. I was thinking I'll do Final Fantasy 7 and like Metal Gear Solid and like Crash Bandicoot, and then maybe I'll do Metal Gear Solid 2 off the PS2 one day. Because I actually found out that it's incredibly hard to get capture footage off a PS3. Like, I can essentially still do it the same way as I'm doing this, but you can't use it through the straight HDMI. You have to, like, get the RC, the red, white, and yellow cables, and then run it into the converter to go to HDMI rather than using its HDMI port. Jeez. There he is. I forget, what do you get, 10 minutes to get out of here? Yep. Plenty of time. How the graphics are on the PS3 doesn't make difference. I played mine on a bubble screen for the longest time. Yeah, I did too. There was a few games, because that's been the main one I would probably want to stream is Metal Gear Solid 4, just because that's the only game that is, you know, it's only playable on the PS3. And it makes it hard to read the text when you're playing, but you know. Oh, I got 10 minutes. I don't think I've ever missed that 10-minute mark, you know. If I get down to under 5, I'll start running from battles. A little easy to get the early experience points. Plus, it helps a ton to have the going into configuration and turning up the battle speed, because you're battling way fast in the game. Even one was that one Metal Gear Rising? No, I'm talking about Metal Gear Solid for the PS1. Or no, you're talking about Metal Gear Solid 4. No, Rising wasn't 4. 4 was actually really good. It tied up a lot of the storylines. Like 1, 2, and 3 are just kind of ridiculous, and 4 answers way more questions than you even thought were possible. Rising came after. That was made by Platinum, the people who do like Nier Automata And they have that new game, Babylon's Fall, that is not looking like it's doing well. Spike Boy has a limit break. Actually, Rising, I think, was like one of the only Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear games I never played. I've never beaten the originals, but Rising never clicked with me. The story was just a little too ridiculous. But I even played like Metal Gear Acid on PSP. And Acid was just a ridiculous story, but it was like a card-based game. Thought Rising was like the third. I played the piss out of PS1, but didn't play any of the others till probably 5 or 6. Yeah, I played a ton of it on PS1, but then PS2, Metal Gear Solid 2 on PS2 is like a groundbreaking for like what games could be, because you could shoot an ice bucket and the ice would melt in real time. You could shoot glass and have bullet holes kind of like hit where you did, or you can shoot a fire extinguisher and that might distract the enemies and stuff like that. There was a lot of cool things in the way Metal Gear Solid 2 was. Most people, I think 3 is the best, and that was also on PlayStation 2. And then I got actually the Metal Gear Solid 4 bundle with my PS3 back in the day, because that was the backwards compatible one. 4 is awesome though, but they all had they were all great. Actually, the funny thing is I ordered today a PlayStation 1, the smaller white unit. I have the like OG gray one, and I want to get the analog sticks before I do the stream of original Metal Gear. Same thing with why I decided to not do like Final Fantasy 9 is because I'm like, well, I'll wait until I have a controller that has analog sticks. I didn't say how much time I made it out with, but I think it was most of it. Yeah, the big gray brick. Yep, that's what I'm using too right now. Although it's not nearly as big as a PlayStation 5, you know? God, that thing is just ridiculous. Alright, keep playing it going a little longer. Barry Boy's pleased. Yeah, I remember my next door neighbor's older brother had this game growing up, and I used to watch him playing it. And I wanted a PS1 so bad. I think I got one in '99. Yeah, I do have a PC, so that's kind of... You know, I have the PS5 and I have the PC. But I also, like, I don't have everything. Because, God, I got, what, the Switch, the PS5. The only thing I'm missing, really, is an Xbox, because, again, I have the PC. So I have Game Pass. Not really much I'm missing. Don't worry, nothing happened. Let's get us a flower. Give it to Tifa, you know. Alright, let's see. I know there's, what, 2 items over here? My cousin says one that I play over my aunt's house as a kid. You got a hands down when you got their upgrades. At least they were nice enough to give you the hand-me-downs, you know. My cousin used to have a PS1 and had a Crash Bandicoot, and every time I came over, that's all I wanted to do. Ah, sorry, I'm coughing so much. I'm getting over a cold, but I figured I'd be doing better than that tonight. Sometimes I like fighting these guys just to get some extra gil when you get to Sector 7. Yeah, it is definitely that weather, man. Holy crap. It's been kicking my ass for the last like 2-3 weeks. I'm ready for summer too. Just, I know exactly what you mean. The spring has just been kicking me with the allergies. I took some meds earlier. I think they're starting to wear off. Alright, I ain't gonna bother fighting these. Should have enough money. Or gil, you know. I see too. I think eventually I want to take these Twitch streams and see if I can download the videos and then turn them into YouTubes. And then make a YouTube series for playing a bunch of these old school games. Oops. It worked out pretty good too. I forgot how to get the audio to come through this thing called the Soundware so it doesn't get picked up by the mic so I can hear the game and not have to wear headphones. That'd be kind of awkward. I mean, either they gotta go through the PC or it's not like you're using headphones on an original PlayStation. Do I look like a mind reader? You all want such screw ups. Hey Barry boy, what about our money? Spiky boy. Looks like I'm a little late. God damn, right, come waltzing in here making a big scene. Their writing was so good in this. No big deal, that's what I always do. Weekly gonna try and get a decent side profit. I'm actually really not interested in even making money. I think it's more so just it's fun for the hobby. I have a pretty good day job as far as I'm a union member. I got good benefits and it helps make so that's got to be my number one priority. Plus having family, it's just hard to even be like, oh, I go full time. I'd have to like all of a sudden come in enough money to pay my house off and stuff, to be able to really go full time. But I've thought I'm usually home by midnight, and so I can usually like for me it's 1:15 a.m. So I kind of figure I could start doing midnight to 3 a.m.s and do like 3-hour streams. And if I start doing that most nights, I think I could do pretty decent with it, There you go. Yeah, the market is stupid. I got lucky as heck because I bought my house 5 years ago, and in 2017 it was like prices weren't so ridiculous, and thankfully I had some help, at least getting the down payment, and I got all that like help from family members, and I got all them paid back, and I'm like I said, I'm sitting in a pretty good position. But for a while, like I said, I was on forced overtime, and if they put me back on forced overtime, it's hard to be like keeping up with streaming again. That's usually what's kept me away from it. The last like 2 times I've tried to start, it's just been like, oh hey, all of a sudden you got to be working 10 hours instead of 8, and instead of being able to stream 3 hours a night, all of a sudden I can only stream 1, and that just doesn't even feel worth trying. No, I want to talk to Wedge. I want to talk to Jesse. There we go. Yeah, look at the rail system with you. But yeah, I bought my house for 172, and 5 years later, it's sitting at like 260, or probably more like 280 now, because it just keeps going up. It's ridiculous. And it sucks too, because it's not like I want to move anytime soon. It's not like I'm trying to actually get the money out of my house, you know? Mandatory OT blows at my job and haven't mandatory OT since January. Yeah, it sucks. It happens. I was in one department and it was mandatory, and I was over there for like 6 months, and I finally got transferred back. And a lot of the other departments are getting mandatory 10-hour nights starting actually tomorrow, but mine's staying 8. So as long as I'm working 8 hours, you know. But then it's every other thing. It's like I should be going to the gym and trying to lose weight and strength train a bit, or get up earlier, spend time with the kids. Because that's the other thing too. Sometimes it's like my wife has a doctor's appointment, so I got to be up early with the kids, so I can't stay up so late. It would be cool though. It's like, I don't know. I wish I was raised 10 years later or something, because you couldn't do this when I was a kid. There was no streaming when we were younger. When I had the time to really try and pursue streaming wasn't a thing, you know? Oh yeah, we gotta talk to Barrett now. I mean, I suppose I should be happy somewhat about mandatory OT, because at least you get hours. It's almost scared of a recession with how the prices and markets have been moving and stuff. It's kind of nice that it's been an employees world instead of an employers for a little while now, but I'm afraid that's going to flip back before long. The city below is full of polluted air. And it's like the message of this game is so not outdated, you know? About the poor living in crappy conditions that are bad for your health. Mostly because they ain't got no money. Yeah, that's the reason they don't leave. They just love their land no matter how polluted it gets. I'm being so impressed by these graphics when it's like, oh my god, see how good that train looks. Oh no, don't tell me it twitches. Okay, hopefully it's back. It looks like it's responding now. Weird. Hopefully that wasn't an interruption for Mr. Bud Douglas. I've been saving through the pandemic. I'm waiting for that recession to buy the dip. Smart. Heck yeah, diamond hands. Got some GameStop? So you can... yeah. Diamond hands. And that'd be the big thing. GameStop blows up, and hopefully I got enough shares that I can just be a streamer. Post MOAS. That'd be great. Just sit back and play PlayStation 1 game 6 hours a day on stream. That can be my new job. Doesn't even matter if I make money. Diamond hands. Waiting until their phone number digits, you know? Because honestly, I think it's worth it. I mean, I've talked to so many people about it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, look with the NFT marketplace and the leadership that they have with Ryan Cohen and the person first. I mean, and just to see how, yeah, there's just so much I could really see. Not even including, the short squeeze. Oh, meet the little baby. Alright, thanks for letting me go in there. Yeah, my goal has been post MOAS is to never have to work again, have an indoor pool, and then my goal would be to get up every day, go for a nice hour-long swim, take a workout, take a nice shower, and do a little trading, and then just doing streaming. Do that while the kids are in school, and then help them with homework and stuff. I've had a lot of people tell me I should be on YouTube or do radio or something, or podcasting or voice acting, and So I'm like, it would be fun to do a lot of streaming and then maybe get picked up by voice acting or something. I've never been in like any of that kind of classes or anything, but I have talked to people and they've been like, you know, first off, I've had online games and people ask me if I'm a streamer, which I suppose is, like I said, I always feel like I have to because it's not like I'm a Twitch affiliate or anything. And I haven't even figured that out well enough to like have any like reward things or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna give it a Tifa boy. Yeah, actually, I'm excited because if you're, you know, a diamond hander, I got my Loopring wallet set up today. So I think next time I'm trying to transfer over some from Coinbase right now, so I can get one of those ETH domains, so I can start getting NFTs. Because there's that guy on the few people on Twitter that do giving away NFTs, and I'm like, that's awesome, you know. Well, it'd be cool to start getting some of those and not have to do anything. I've gotten a little bit. I bought late. And it was peaking, or I was spiking off $70. It was like 4 shares sold at the peak on the first short squeeze, and bought another 2 shares a couple months ago when it was at 170. I'm gonna hold on to them. Smart. I actually just keep buying at the dip, I suppose. It had the initial bounce, and then it had the March run up afterwards back in 2020. Yeah, no, it was 2021. And so I watched it and I bought it in like May at 130 and it just took off. And I bought it 130, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230. And then I stopped and it went up for a while and then it crashed all the way back down to like that sub 100. And I bought like 10 more shares when it was at 88. And I bought like 10 more shares when it was at 79. And I've just been holding on to those. And, you know, I figure with that OT money, it's like, you know, keep buying it. Well, at least all the ones I bought at 80 and 88 are right now have me profitable enough that the stuff I bought higher, basically all the losses are wiped out. Braver than you? Yeah, I mean, my entire idea with buying stocks in the first place was buying stuff I didn't plan to sell for 30 years. So it's like, you know, and I do have a decent amount of other stocks, but the funny thing is, my account that's mostly GameStop is doing better than my 401k for my employer is doing. And my employer 401k is down, God, like 11, or probably more than that. It's probably like 12 or 13% year to date. And my GameStop / like other investments portfolios is like actually up like 10 or 15%. So I said, doing heck better than my, you know, professionally managed retirement account. Is there anyone from Soldier fighting us today? Nope. How are you so sure? If it was from Soldier, we wouldn't be standing here. I've been putting most of my OT money towards student loans. See, that's smart. I got incredibly lucky. I don't have any student loans, and neither does my wife. You know, so we just get to put all our money towards paying down our mortgage debt. And I mean, we have 0% interest car loans, so we're actually sitting really good as far as debt ratios and stuff. I just got into trading in the start of GameStop. Same here. In fact, I think I started in the pandemic like the year before investing. And it was only with that investing that, you know, because I was buying video game stocks, funny enough. I bought Nvidia, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, AMD, Qualcomm, and I didn't buy GameStop, even though I was thinking, oh, they might have a good bump with the PS5 and the Xbox. And I decided not to, and it was like $4 a share at that point. And I was like, oh, I was so dumb for not going into it before. And then thinking it was over, and then seeing the second run up, I was like, I think especially with the stock split coming, and then just what they've got planned with this NFT marketplace, I think in the next 10 to 15 years, it could be pretty massive. And like I said, all that money, like one of my first rules with the stock market is don't invest money you're afraid to lose. Yeah, I did go to college. Most of it, actually, all of it was community college, and all of it I was able to pay off with either like uh, there was MEEP money. I don't know if MEEP was Michigan Education Program, where in Michigan you could get money if you did well enough on testing. So, and then my dad's work has a scholarship for students program. So I just got so it really didn't do me too bad. I graduated with my degree in firefighter technology, and I got my EMT license. And then the academy crapped out, and I couldn't find a job. And so then I went to work in the automotive field, and I'm making pretty good money, being a union member, one of the big three, And yeah, I tried going back for software engineering at one point when I got laid off, but I had one of the worst teachers ever. Oh, look, I'm Cloud. Or Spiky Boy. So, and then my wife went to community college too, so she had a dental hygiene license and she does pretty good money with that. So, but yeah, I wasted so much money in college that never helped me with careers, degrees, and I'm so glad I didn't take any serious loans out. Because I know a lot of people who are just working on paying back student debt. Always leaving Midgar. Love this scene by the well. It's so iconic to FF7. It'd be just like Sephiroth, the great Sephiroth. It's gonna be seeing that Spiky Boy name every time. It's killing me too. Honestly, like I said, I usually always name him Cloud. So, huh? Spiky Boy. I also love the Tifa Boy. I should get rid of the chat off the main screen. I can see it on something else, but like I said, I haven't been streaming very long, and I don't even know how to change that. I don't want to mess with it now. And now, how do I go back? Oh, cancel. There we go. Okay, now I can see everything again. I know. I gotta try and figure out who else. Because Red 13 Boy, I could maybe just name him Red Boy or 13 Boy. I don't know if I can fit all of Red 13 Boy in there. I think Aerith Boy will fit, but I don't think I'll be able to have a space. Or Eris. Alright, I promise. You regret that promise later. Oh, and on a shooting star. It's funny playing on disc too. I can hear the drive whirling every so often. Join, soldier. Barra boy. What is this? My 2,000 bucks. Oh, 1,500. Man. Sadder than I remember, Barry. Yeah, definitely quieter than the PS4. Like, everything's quieter than the PS4. I loved my PS4, but yeah, that thing was a jet engine. They did really improve that with the PS5, though. That's probably one of my favorite things, along with the SSD. Like, it loads quick and it's quiet. And it's like those have to be the biggest complaints about PS4. It's slow and it's loud. fact, that's the only PlayStation system I don't have anymore, because I sold my PS4 Pro when I got a PS5, because it's like, well, Ghost of Tsushima runs at 60 frames on PS5, but 30 on the Pro. Like, yeah, I couldn't believe how quiet they made it too. I mean, for how big they are. Like, if that's the trade-off, I'll take big and quiet. You know, big, quiet, and fast. Fill me in on the train. I got a feeling we're not going to make that the whole way on that train ride. I'm not. You just wouldn't understand, Barry. I'm not telling you how materia works. Yeah, you just run the bar, Marlene. Little girl. You got this. Pour the whiskey. Alright, let's see. I'm not gonna buy any other weapons because I think the weapon in there is just not good. There we go. There we go. Got my all materia. In fact, I'm not even gonna save there. Marley makes it mean Shirley Temples. Yeah, imagine it's like 70% vodka, you know? Everybody in the slums coming here, she'll get you drunk. I'm just gonna double check. I don't remember what inventory there is here. Oh yeah, there's the onion bangles, and then I should buy 3 of those. I just get everybody's defense up. You restore all with cloud. Leave those blank. So I think I got enough money. It's smart to buy a second lightning here. Maybe even a third for when I get in the Shinra Tower. Or Shinra Corp, whatever. Yeah, I'll do 2 of those. And a Phoenix down. I have like no cash, but what do I need cash for? I should probably be saving more often too. I'm forgetting this basically doesn't have autosave. How long is this game? I've actually never played any of the Final Fantasy series. It kind of depends. Like, obviously, this is being the original disc. There's no fast forwarding. Most of the new versions allow you to turn off enemy encounters and let you go faster. So I'd say it's possible you can beat it. Like, especially with speed ups, you could probably get it in 20 hours or less. But that's assuming you know what you're doing or you have some sort of guide you're playing it with. Same thing too, how long you can get stuck at certain areas. Like, I think my first time beating it was probably like 80 hours because I ran around and did everything and found all the extra stuff. But I've also, like, I would say like this run I'm gonna go through will probably take me 40 hours, 45 hours will be my guess. Maybe 30, it depends, because there's also a few tricks. Like, there's an item way late in the game called a W item, which allows you to use 2 items in a single turn. Well, if in the second item you select it, but you don't pick who to use it for, and you back out and you go forward again, you can duplicate items. So then you get one of these mega elixirs that gives everybody full everything back, and you just make a ton of them in an earlier battle, and then for the rest of the boss battles, it's pretty easy. Like, you don't get it late game, but it does make, like, the final boss just super easy and everybody else past that, you know? Yep, there's an ID scan, checking all the trains. Well, mine's made special, which is going to set off the alarms. Even though we can't use our fake IDs anymore. That's what I always liked about this Final Fantasy VII, or, you know, or Final Fantasy, is the, like, more grittier story. It doesn't feel real fantasy, you know? It's more sci-fi or steampunky, you know? Alright, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes, we're jumping off this train. And this is where I'm going to have to try and see if I can get an item back without it getting stolen. We should have made Berry Boy something different. Berry just kind of sucks. Yeah, well, it's a good question of how much I'll even use Berry, you know. If Berry sucks, maybe they'll just suck in the back row once I get, you know, my 4th and 5th characters. We're in trouble. Get to the next car. Alright, let's see if I can remember this. So I got 15 seconds, and I think it's this person if you don't come. You can say you want this item, and you just get a free high potion. I think in this one, yeah, it's this one. This guy steals something from you, and you gotta run back and yell at him, or you lose an item. Never anything important, but see this guy grabs it, runs, and back here. Any chance? That's right, you're busted. 4 seconds. Can you call off the character, or do they stay with you the whole time? They stay with you the whole time. Like, if you kill them off, like they'll just basically be laying there dead until you use a Phoenix down to bring them back up. But there's also, like, you can, because of the way you can only have 3 characters in a battle at a time, there's a lot of places where you can neglect a character. Alright. How do we get jumping? Yeah, you can only have 3 out at a time in your battle, so typically there's a couple you can, like, basically just leave on the wayside and not use them much, and they'll get underpowered and underleveled. And usually you mainly focus on 3, and there's a few points, especially early game, where Barry is important, but he's not, like, especially later in the game, he's not that important. There's a few battles where it's called long range, and because he has a gun, it makes it easier for him to take out, you know, certain enemies and stuff. Oh yeah, everything's going to plan. Oh, these guys suck. So they just use Silk, which doesn't hurt you at all, but it just slows your character down. And it just makes the fight take longer. But at least it only lasts for the duration of the battle. Okay, we're gonna go down. There's an ether I'll probably never use the whole game through. But we got it. It's there. Man, I love the music. Almost getting us some level ups. Alright, let's see. I think we skipped that one. Go over here. No, I guess not. I think we skipped that too and go this one. I'll slow me down. No, I don't. I mean, I work a day job, but I'm second shift, so I work 2:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and then it usually takes me almost an hour to get home from work, so it's like 11:30 by the time I'm home. And if I eat something before I go, get on, I wouldn't get on until about midnight. But yeah, no, I can usually be on until 3 a.m., so I probably have about another hour and a half, and I'll be getting off. Oh, yeah, I don't need to go that way. That's... There we go. Alright, I'm going to save over. If you do second shift racks, yeah, it's good for now at least. Once my kids are a little older, because they're not in school, so I usually see them in the morning before I got to go to work. So it's cool. I get, some family time, work, and then, some regular, The only reason I'm going to eventually want, the first shift is once the kids are older, because when they're in school all the time and I don't get to see them, that's not going to be good, The money's good, but it's only 5% more, for a second shift versus what I get on first. But it doesn't matter. I don't have enough seniority for probably another 6-7 years, so it's why even worry about first shift when that's not going to be a reality for a while, I'm sure. Ooh, I got the yeah. Heck yeah. But no, I do like my job. It's pretty good. Like I said, it affords me a pretty good lifestyle, and I'm just glad, like I said, I bought a house before houses went absolutely insane. The stupid things, I couldn't even dream of moving because I couldn't afford this house, even for what it's worth today. Even though I sold my house and took all the money I got from it, trying to find something else even remotely close to move into would just be ridiculous to try. Oh, I got that thing in this one where I gotta press the buttons at the same time. I wonder how I'm going to do with this, because basically I think it's going to have a little bit of a lag, and it's a timing thing, so it might be difficult. I go set the bomb first. And double check everybody's material loadout, because I think only one person. Yes, it has lightning. This would be good if everybody has lightning. That'd be interesting if I did this long enough to ever actually have it go somewhere as far as going with streaming. But I mean, I'd be making so much money to be able to try and make a house payment and not have to worry about it working, so I could do, be down more for differential pay between shifts. I'm in Sporting's Good Warehouse. We're not a union. People freak out when you use it for some reason. I was stringing it up. Yeah, it's probably pretty close to that because I mean I make over $20 an hour and 5% is a dollar, and then third shift gets 10% more if you're willing to work overnight. That's some pretty decent money. And usually when people freak out about something at a work, it's because like a work culture thing. It's like, oh, I couldn't imagine if my boss freaked out because I took time off of work. But a dollar more, hey, I mean, if you're working 40 hours a week, it's, $160 a month. It's a pretty good amount of money. Like I say, I'm glad I'm out of sporting goods. I hope for there's like a warehouse you're not like customer facing. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with customers anymore, And they're all described as what their pay is. Yeah, that is ridiculous. That's the one thing I really, really, really enjoy about being in a union. My boss does not set my wage, so even if I have an awful boss that hates me, he can't punish me by not giving me what's owed to me as far as raises. Second off, it's all seniority based. You get raises based on how long you've been there. People make more money than me to do the same job as me. That's because they've been doing it longer. And I will get more as I do it longer, until I get to a certain capped out wage. I really gotta heal up Tifa here. But yeah, it's actually against the law to prohibit people from talking about their wages, And there's a good reason for that. Like, you should be having regular discussions with how much your coworkers make. Because, a lot of employers, it's just, hey, pay them as little as you can. And it sucks, because it's like, the only people who are sticking around for you are people who, there isn't anybody, I guess, I don't have to deal with customers at all. We just receive, distribute, freight. It's cake. Nice. That's the best. Like, I work in a factory because I don't want to have to deal with customers. I want to be able to wear this shirt to work if I want to. I want to be able to cuss and swear at work if I want to. Listen to music. Like, that's one of the nice things. Like, right now I'm in an inspection job, so a lot of times I listen to audiobooks or podcasts. And I just have parts come in and I make sure that they're free of defects and that there's no like holes or nicks or anything else that's going to cause a problem later on. But that's the other reason I'm like, I love the union, because I was able to afford to buy a house, without student loans, and I have good job stability. If I don't have to worry about like losing my job, because I have what's called recall rights. Like, if I get laid off, they can't hire other people without offering me work somewhere first, I might not want to be where I want to go, but at least I know there's a good job for me somewhere. Oh, I was going to save back there because I got a boss fight, but... Yeah, I'm so used to games with autos. Or did I save back there? God, it's been a while since I've had to worry about that. I'm so used to auto save stuff, But yeah, I've always been like, no, I'd rather work in a warehouse. It's been so long since I've worked a job that had to do anything with a customer, and I couldn't even imagine anymore. I wish I thought about going to a new union, but most of the ones around here are traveling around and shit, and I don't have a reliable enough vehicle to do it. Yeah, it's tough for a lot of that stuff, you know? Because a lot of times, too, you got to be taking classes, and you have to be, you know, on top of stuff or whatever. For mine, it's just like it was super hard to get into. It's like a raffle ticket. All right, let's see if I can get this first try. It'll be tough. Ah, late. Early. Early. Ah, just a little late. Got it. There we go. Better go back into a customer-based service. I'd go into sales because I just love the bullshit and have fun with it. Yeah, I'd probably try that. Like, my cousin is a car salesman, and he's told me so many times, like, and he makes way more money than I do. He makes, like, well over $100K a year. And he does car sales, and he's like, dude, if you would kill at it if you ever wanted to try it. And it's like, I don't know. I like what I have because it's just reliable. Like, car salesman, it's like, some months you have a lot of income and some months you don't, you know, just depending on what sales are like that month. I like having a nice reliable, this is what I'm getting on my paycheck. This is how much I can budget for this and this and this, and know what I have left over. And yeah, we're Avalanche President General, Mr. Red Suit. You're the one who quit Soldier and joined Avalanche. You've been exposed to Mako from the look in your eyes. Tell me, traitor, what was your name? Spiky boy. Yeah, car sales are real hit and miss. You must have a decent cushion for the weaker months. You do. A lot of it is like saving up month to month to month. So it's like, you know, you have 1 month you make like 14,000, and then, you know, you save 10,000 of that, because the next 2 months you might be just making like 3,000 or 2,000, and if your bills are high enough, you know. Spiky boy. See, such good fireworks rid of vermin like you. You're spiky. Vermin. We're spiky boys. What makes you king version? Just shut up, jackass. And not enough video game or Final Fantasy games call people jackass. There he is, Airbuster. Meet Airbuster, the techno soldier from our weapons department. He'll extract your dead bodies for us. Yeah, not enough Final Fantasy games have terrorism, killing, calling people jackasses, and spiky boys. Actually, Final Fantasies usually have at least one spiky boy, you know? Help, spiky boy! Bust him up. Gotta love this boss fight music. I should hail everybody before the battle, because now it's a little extra work. Okay, that was a pretty big attack. I usually level up a little bit more. I haven't really done much, you know. Really wish my cousin PS1 games. Yeah, most games didn't have swearing. Most games just didn't even have voice acting at all, you know. But you are gonna cure all of them, and then you're gonna cure yourself, and then we're gonna use this limit break. Uh-oh. Oof. You know what, we're gonna do it that way. Yeah, I mean, everybody talks about, well, not everybody, but a lot of people say Final Fantasy VII's underrated and that 8 or 9 are better and don't get their, deserved justice or whatever. And I've just never really been able to get that far into it. I'm going to probably try 8 or 9 after this. I don't really like 8 for the level scaling just because, like, in all reality, you actually do better in Final Fantasy 8 by not leveling up, not getting experience points. Like, running away from good 616. That was good damage. Good, got him. Nothing you can do. You gotta be cool. Let's see here. Or be strong. Yeah, I got this. Worry about yourself. Don't worry, this is a totally survivable fall right here. Oh, interesting. Okay. Thanks for the feedback. Appreciate it. That's a good question. I don't know how to turn up the brightness of the game. I don't want to mess with it while I'm playing, but I'll definitely do that. Look into that my next recording to see if there's a way to brighten up the game. See that, or maybe I darken this room and then brighten up monitor or something. You know what I mean? But back then you could get by skin knees. What do you mean by back then? Don't worry about me. Just worry about yourself now. So much of these little things of him talking to himself essentially make so much sense later in the game. Doctors hate and learn how to survive falls with this one easy trick. Taking out a flower bed in a church. See? There you go. Just go right through the ceiling and land on the flowers. See, those flowers are obviously enough to break that massive fall. Sudden filling top of me. I guess she caught you. The roof and the flower bed busted broke in your fall. You're lucky. Real lucky. That's right, the flowers are quite resilient because it's a sacred place. They say you can't grow grass and flowers in Midgar. For some reason, the flowers have no trouble blooming here. So we meet again. I always love the options that are in this one. You get 1,000 feet. Like, I love this one because here's the great option. Do you remember me? Yeah, I remember you. You were drunk. You were drunk as fuck. You were stumbling. No, you were selling flowers. Oh, good. She's so happy about the flowers. So, funny enough, later in the game, there's a date sequence. And if you're not nice to her, the date sequence is with Berry Boy, and you take Berry Boy on a date. You gotta tell her she's slum drunk. It'd be awful to her. But my special, it's good for nothing. I just don't know how to use it. No, it just doesn't do anything. Just got this worthless Uncle Rock. I mean, these flowers are probably super soft. I mean, like the softest flowers. Not like all the concrete rough flowers around the world, you know. Alright, here we go, meeting again, right? I don't mind. Get slum drunk and check these flowers. Yo, man, look at this flower. Just picking them all. She's trying to make enough gil to eat. Let's go stomping on him. Alright, come on, just a little longer. Yep, my name is Ken. Oh, we can fit boy. Perfect. Look at that. Era's boy. Yeah. My name is Spiky Boy. I do a little bit of everything. Now this guy back there, he don't look like our boy. Yo, you got a problem? Oh, don't let him get to me. Can only be one Spiky Boy. You have to do everything right. That's what bodyguards do. Take her home. Let's see. How about I go out with you once? Sorry, I'd rather have Barry Boy. Oh, I love that too. But money. I don't care. Money. Don't know who you are. You don't know me. Oh yeah, I know you. Uniform. Yeah, this one's a little weird. Don't fight. You'll ruin the flowers. Oh, these flowers can take a beating. We've seen. Alright, let's see how well I remember this barrel puzzle. If I remember this correctly, I won't have to do any fights. But if I don't, Eris Boy's going to be fighting. Oh, and don't step on those flowers. No, he just stepped all of them. Now they're all ruined. He's going to catch hell. Threatened for their lives, and she worries about the flowers. Of course. I mean, they're superhuman flowers. I mean, apparently they can take such an impact, you know? I mean, these things just hanging out in the church. That reminds me, I wonder if I can change her bangle. Yeah, I don't think I did either. I should have picked up a fire material earlier. Oh, I'm still back in that town. Oh well, I didn't try and change your bangle. Just start shooting at her. Nobody starts on the flowers. They're humanity's only hope. Help me. Alright. I think I'm trying to remember which barrel it is. Is it this top right one or this top left one? I think it's this one. Nope. Oops. Oh, what are you doing, Spiky Boy? Spiky Boy? Don't you know how to push a barrel? My bad, man. Should I stay more PC and not include vulgarity? Nah, I'm pretty sure I have this tagged as a not safe for children channel, so I don't think it matters. And again, I'm not like a Twitch affiliate. Like, what are they gonna do? Kick me off? Oh no. It's not like I make money on your platform or I'm even trying to, you know? I'm just having fun because it's like, for me, now I gotta play these older school games, you know? And I feel like I'm not playing it by myself, you know? It's funner to have somebody else. Okay, I know this one was this corner because that was supposed to be the other one. So this barrel should smack. Yeah, cut your ass off. Oh. Well, I know a few people too who are like Twitch affiliated and stuff that just cuss like crazy and don't give a crap, so. We're gonna get up here so this attic can just change shape. as we'll see in a second here. Yeah, there was barrels up there. Smash them bitches. We got them. They're all smashed. Now it's time to run away from this chick as fast as I can. Oh wait, I got a cutscene first. Haha, they're looking for me again. I mean, this isn't the first time. No, they've been chasing me. They're called the Turks. They're an organization in Shinra that spout for possible candidates for soldier. They also do dirty stuff, you know. Why are they after you? Must be a reason. Oh, it's because she's an ancient. Not because they want to think you know what it takes to be a soldier. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's run away from her quick. Wait. So slow. Slow down, don't leave me. Funny. I thought you had what it was, cut out to be soldier. Yep. Oh, yeah, the strange eye. Her boyfriend. Oh, it's not. Oh, nothing. Boyfriend used to be in Soldier and has those Mako eyes. Spoilers for the prequel. Although it kind of gets talked about in this game. But there's a guy who's her boyfriend from the prequel. I guess he's technically in the movie that comes after the game too, the Advent Children movie. Oh good, I think I have a chance up here to buy I'm gonna save. These two things I don't trust in the world is people who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Turks. Turks aren't even that bad, but you find out like way later in the game. They're kind of assholes for a while. But then they're like, I'm just doing my job. Which is, shitty, but still. Your job is just to kidnap people. Tell you what, I kind of like seeing it with the original graphics and not the Switch version or something as well, because like that, basically the art or like the character models like way too clean. Like here, they actually look like they match the backgrounds, where they're kind of fuzzy and stuff. Let's see. Can I buy a fire material in here? Hope I got enough money. I could probably sell something. Fire 600. Good. At least I got fire. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna sell something. I can't sell this. Oh, I guess I can sell these brown bangles though. Oh, perfect. I have enough for another fire. Oop, I didn't mean to go around and right in. Oh, I guess, the D-pad and the PS1 controller. It's a little sensitive. It's my Spiky boy. Oh, bodyguard, you mean you were fouled again? Are you alright? You're not hurt or something? No, it's fine. You got a Spiky boy. You have problems, you got a Spiky boy. Well, thanks, Spiky boy. What are we gonna do now? Sector 7's fire. We gotta go to Tifa. Tifa boy? A girl? Yeah, Tifa boy's a girl. A girlfriend? Yeah, that's right. Oh, how nice. Yeah, I always go for romance and Tifa because she had a boyfriend. Well, don't no getting help from a girl. A girl? What do you mean by that? I'm Eris boy. I expect you to say hi and listen after hearing you say something like that. Mom, I'm taking Spiky boy back to 77. Could be a while. Oh, just spend the night. Just spend the night. But dear, I gave up. Never listen once you've made up your mind. But if you must go, why not wait till tomorrow? It's late. Yeah, you're right. So she's like, you're from Soldier. When I say this, would you leave the night without telling Eris boy? Yeah, we'll sneak out. At least we'll try to sneak out. Yeah. Whatever, Mom. We're going on a death-defying adventure. Yeah, about that. The whole death-defying. There's just we're going on a death-filled adventure. I haven't slept in a bed like this in a long time. This is oh my, there you go. Oh my, how you grown? Bet your girls never leave you alone. Nah, really. Kind of a loser. Probably feel better if you settle down with a nice girlfriend. Yeah, probably. An older girlfriend want to take care of you. I don't care about no girlfriends, Mom. I just want to kill people. Alright. Time to sneak out. No, she's not sleeping. Let's see if I get it first try. Oh, good. You creak a floorboard and she comes out yelling at you. Alright, let's go get these. Ah, Mom, you don't understand. Get out of my room. See, I would have made sure he doesn't sneak off on him and should have shared a bed. Should have shared a bed. Let me see. I think I need the lightning for a while. Oh, God, she's here. You're up bright and early. Not as up bright and early as you, apparently. I don't know how you even got past me, Yep, we gotta go through Sector 6 to get to 7th Heaven. Alright. Yeah, I remember, I'll never forget this room. It took me so long to figure out how to get through it as a kid. Like, I was probably like level 16 or something stupid high just because I couldn't figure out how to leave this area. So I just kept playing it. I'm looking at it too. The screen, it looks pretty dark for me too. I don't know if that's part of the capture or... I wonder if I can even, in the in-game configuration, change it to be brighter. I might grind a little bit the next time I get to this area. Next time I'm passing through. I bet Eris boy got on it right. Need her to heal me up. And you probably could have healed me for more, seriously, Eris. Oh wow, she was only level 5? Forgot how low she starts. That's ridiculous. I could take care of myself. Yeah, you're level 5. You're hitting for like 10 damage. But yeah, it's weird because of the way the graphics work. You come down here, and then it's walk up this pole. And that's the part it took me forever to figure out. Oh, the house. Yeah, this game foresaw the housing market. To the point it made it an enemy. You gotta fight houses. They did a really fun job making this for the remake. It's like a boss fight essentially for the Hell House. This is like, how the hell are you gonna remake a game that has a house for a bad guy? Curious up there. Spiky boy. Yeah, right. Yeah, but won't I be in your way? What do you mean in the way? Won't I? Can we take a break? Sure. Do you ever have to play without a memory card as a kid? I left my PS on straight for a week, so I beat Medieval. Funny enough, I actually just got the Medieval remake for PS4 like last week because GameStop had it for like $4, and I was buying a phone case, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get Medieval for $4." And that's when I actually never played before. So when I got a PS2, we didn't know that the PS2 couldn't save to the PS1 memory cards. So it was for probably like 2 weeks I had a PS2 without a memory card that would work for it. And I think the only two games I had for it at the time were Max Payne and Metal Gear Solid 2. And I was getting to the point where I could essentially like speed run Metal Gear Solid 2 through a pretty good portion of it. I really did play it for quite a while without having the memory card. I'd make it like halfway. Like I found out I was making it more than halfway through the game in like 3 hours, and then my dad was a penny pincher, so it was like, you can't leave that game running for overnight, you're gonna break it and the electrical bill's gonna be outrageous. And so I kept having to turn it off until finally I convinced him to give me a memory card, and then I beat it like 7 times because I just love Metal Gear Solid 2. That's why now that again I have original Metal Gear Solid 2 for PS2 and a PS2, and I can get out the DualShock 2 and play it like this. I might just stream Metal Gear Solid 2 one night. I did a real treat on the Medieval Remaster. It was one of my favorite games. I might end up streaming that too, like that's what was kind of my thought, is I should just start streaming stuff more often. I can just plug the PS5 into the capture card. You run all the electricity out of the house with that damn thing all the time. I mean, pretty much, Yeah, that's how my dad really was too. But I get it now that I get an electric bill, and I'm like, holy crap. He's yelling at my kids, turn off your Switch, turn off your TV, turn off this when you're done, turn off that when you're done. Alright. Scary place. Girl. Where's we might as well hit the save up. I remember to save a bunch in this because it's not like, nowadays where you get autosave. And if something happens, I'll go back a long way. Again, I'm hour 34 into the game? It's a pretty good amount. I won't have to redo that. Not that I won't in probably a couple of years again anyways, but let's see if I remember the order to get through here is at a decent clip. Because I would like to be able to beat this area and beat the boss at the end of it at least tonight. Come out the other side. So I got another half an hour. Okay, so he's only interested in shit. Oh, that's right. Now I remember the first thing I have to do is go down to the honey bee inn. So that's what I mean by too. It's like how long this game is. It's like making, like, if you had to really explore this whole area, talk to everybody before you figured out what to do, you know, it'd take you a lot longer than me just trying to remember which one came first, you know. I think we come up here, talk to this guy. He's talking about wanting, you know, Tifa or whatever. Let's see here. I'll talk to this guy. Should I go in or not? Yeah, me too. Alright, I think I did the activity needed, the triggered it at the next scene. I think I had to go to there first, and then it's Don Cornelio, I think is his name. Kids these days don't know the luxuries they have. They have their fancy quick saves and reloads. Back in my day, you had to write down a 16-digit code and hope to God that you didn't lose your paper and then continue off where you left off. Had to be really good at running through those. Yeah, there was a few times. In fact, so a really interesting story about like my video gaming origins or whatever. My dad had a good friend of his that he worked with, and anyways, he passed away of a heart attack kind of all of a sudden, and he didn't have any siblings, and he didn't have any wife, and he didn't have any kids, and so anyways, his parents live in Florida and got a hold of my dad, and you know, I asked to like take care of the dogs and watch after the house and stuff, and so they basically said, hey, you know, we don't want most of this stuff, you guys can just take whatever you want. And he had a Super Nintendo. I mean, he had a PlayStation, and more, like, I got more games from him and his PlayStation than I even have now. There was, I think, 130 games, some of which we sold in order to get Game Boys and Pokemon and stuff, because this was like 98, 99. But, you know, I got Resident Evil 2, I got original Resident Evil, and, you know, a bunch of stuff like that back in the day. So, yeah, I got lucky as heck just getting so much. But anyways, yeah, I had a Super Nintendo, and he, in the back of Zombies Ate My Neighbors, wrote down all of his passcodes. And he had passcodes to where he got into like level 75 or 80 or something ridiculous. There was just so many levels. He had like hundreds of codes written down. And we were awful at the game, you know, because we were kids. And so we just sit there and punch in all his passcodes to like get way further in the game than we could never make it. I used to play Blackthorn on PS1. That was a big one. I remember had to write down passcodes. My grandmother went in NES at a bingo hall, and that's for my addiction game. That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. I think my addiction really started with when I was in. I did like let me make sure I do this one right. It's what it has to feel soft and something that shimmers. Let's see if we can get a section that's cut off. But yeah. Anyways, I used to have to do like latchkey or daycare or whatever. And so the place I went to had a Super Nintendo, original Nintendo, so I played Super Mario Brothers, and A Link to the Past, and Super Metroid, and a few other games there and stuff. And they eventually had a Nintendo 64, and I'm doing this wrong order. First, I gotta go up here to the diner. Is this the diner? Oh, you had a whole ass passcode for Game Boy Advance games. Interesting. What Game Boy Advance games had passcodes? Like, I remember playing Game Boy Advance, but most of the ones I had a built-in save feature, you know? Gotta get the special. Yeah, what I have Advanced Wars Black Hole Rising. I have Fire Red, and I have I think I have Emerald. Trying to remember exactly which one I have. But I also have Minish Cap. I have A Link to the Past and Four Swords, and Metroid Fusion. I got a pretty decent collection of Game Boy Advance games. Gotta get the digestive medicine with the pharmacy coupon. I don't think I honestly have the gill anymore. I don't even know how much gill I have. I got the webcam video blocking it. That's no big deal. I don't need to do this perfect. We'll at least get the sexy cologne and the wig. I actually did a rehousing where I bought a Game Boy Advance SP offline that was pretty beat up, and I bought a new shell casing for it and rebuilt it, and then bought a new battery for it, so it's pretty much like a new Game Boy Advance SP. Oh, I gotta trigger the event to get the wig from the squatting contest. This is why when I stream, I got a strategy guide for 8 and 9, just like a PDF, so I'm gonna have the guide open when I'm playing 8 and 9. Because it's like 7 I've played so many times, and I had a guide as a kid. I had a decent amount of games that took passcode. I think most of the earlier ones are bigger ones like Turok, Orion, 3D Frogger Advanced, Tom and Jerry, Ice Age, BattleBots, Godzilla. Yeah, I don't think I owned any of those, but I don't know. I kept it pretty small. It's mostly a lot of what I play on Nintendo is just the Nintendo stuff, Although I think I had Frogger Advanced. Actually, I might even have it now. My parents did like I said, garage sailing, so they bought a lot of stuff. I wish I could have had a game to some, or had a guide to some games as a kid. Yeah, that was always the toughest one to sell on my dad. To be like, hey, Dad, I bought this game and now I need a book to go with the game. And it was like, what if the game is just gonna, or if this is just gonna tell you how to beat the game? What's the point? Blah blah blah. And it's like, you don't get it, Dad. Final Fantasy VII is this massive game, and at least I think it was I pressed select and it gives you little icons. Oh, I think I need to talk to this person. There we go. Now we can do a squad contest. That's cool. Your mom would buy a lot of them at thrift stores and stuff. There was one where I played, speaking of Game Boy Advance, Golden Sun and Golden Sun, The Lost Age. I was so glad I got to transfer that with the link cable with my neighbor when I did it, but I got so stuck in Golden Sun 2 that I had to have a guide. And yeah, I barely convinced my dad to let me get one, but it was good I was. Alright, so it's Square XO in that order? Or, Box XO. Got it. I'm not gonna even practice. I don't care. No need to practice. Oh, look at that. And you had 18, he had 17. Oh, yeah, I got the good wig. Alright, 2 more steps and then we can go fight the big guy. I'll go over to my uncle's house to use his computer to write down the parts of the walkthrough I needed because he didn't have a printer. I used to, back when I was in middle school, which would have been like what 2003. Pretty much PS2 areas. It was like Grand Theft Auto writing on cheat code era. You know, that would probably be good enough. I'm not gonna bother with the extras. And me and my buddy used to go to the local library because it was between my middle school and my house, and I'd just walk home. We'd walk home from school and stop at the library. And you were allowed to print like, I think it was like 6 pages before you just start paying like 10 cents a page. So we go in there and print off like 5 pages of cheats and where to go next in the game. We were playing like Final Fantasy X and stuff. And also just playing on what, E-Bombs World and E-Bombs World. I think is what it was. ebombs.com and what, stickdeath.com and those old 90s Flash pages. And no peeking. Alright, let's see. One more save. It's ready to print out the library. Yeah, it was great because, like I said, at that age, it's not like we were even old enough to have cars, but there was like basically a safe route from the library home. So my parents knew. I'd just be like, hey, we're going to do this. And I'd go with my buddy and my parents would just give him a ride home after that. Because, yeah, we didn't have internet at home, so that would save so much time. And I'm assuming if you're going to your uncle's house to write it down, you probably didn't have home internet for a while either. Yeah, it was so late to get done. It's crazy to like think about now. It's like, but just so many kids don't even know like how to get through the 5th grade without internet, you know. Books, you know. All right, let's see how good my cross-dressing was. I doubt I'm gonna get picked, but still probably a 1997 PS1 game featuring cross-dressing. Yeah. Let's go find Tifa boy. Oh, can't let my girlfriend see me dressed up like a girl. Tifa boy. Nice to meet you, area boy. Spiky Boys told me about you. Right, it was Spiky Boy. Oh, poor Spooky Boy, haven't listened. Yeah, 03 and had dialed up to about 09. Yeah, I was probably, 03, maybe 04. Yeah, because I started high school in 03, and it was probably the summer before high school. So yeah, 03 sounds about right for me too. Let me make sure she's got fire, and I should also actually let me click Cloud with the Titan Bangle, and then she can have the upgrade of the Iron Bangle. But yeah, I think we got DSL in 2009. It was probably my first time I had internet fast enough to play a video game online. Like I said, I so wish there was streaming and stuff. I graduated in 07. You know, and I didn't work the first 2 months after high school. Like, if I had those 2 months with, like, this webcam and a mic and everything else, like, oh yeah, I probably could have done a lot of streaming, you know? Oh yeah, just a little bit 08, 07. Like, we're a year off. It's nothing, you know? Like, if you got, what do you call it? If you repeated kindergarten, you could even be older than me. There were a few people in my class year that were over a year older than me, so. What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's the secret. Oh, I'm supposed to still be talking down here. Okay, go on a private conversation. Yup, when they got to fight the weird man, they squeezed information. That's when the Don popped up. Don Conero. He's looking for a bride. Gotta have 3 girls. No problem. Yeah, PS1 music was the best. It was like, you know, because it was the first system that really could do the music without the chips tunes. And they really went all in on it. I think that's actually why like some of these classic Final Fantasies and they're so good. It's like the music is so like iconic. Yeah, you're right. There was no need to ask. You the other girl. Alright, line up in front of the dime. I usually get picked because I usually do the couple bonus things to make sure I get picked. I don't think I did enough to get picked this time. So you gotta watch the extra, like, sexual assaulty scene, you know? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh man, Crash Bandicoot is great, and that is one of the ones I have on disc. I can definitely do a Crash Bandicoot stream one night. The Crash Bandicoot 2 stream. I have both the original and 2. I also have them digitally. I have a pretty decent collection of PS1 digital games on PS3, but I just feel like it's so much cooler to use the original disc. I'm kind of curious as to what games are going to come to that PS Plus premium thing with the PS1 games. So I'm like, I wonder if there's going to be anything on there I don't own. I think there's an item in here somewhere. Is it down here? There it is. Phoenix Down. Oh, those eyes. Yeah, they go, baby. Snicker, snicker. Oh, God. I said the sexual assault scene. You got ants in your pants. You go dance together, hearts become one. Okay, we're just waiting for the right scene. I use my PS3 to play PS1 discs. I only maybe bought a couple of digital PS1 games. No thanks, I'm flattered because I'm a man, baby. You can say I'm not interested in a bunch of scrubs like you. Oh man, goddammit, you think you went away from this crap? Yeah, I think it's awesome that PS3 reads PS1 discs. A lot of people didn't even believe me when I told them that. So I'm like, no, it runs them great. In fact, that's actually how I was going to play a bunch of these, and then I found out you can't stream, like I said, HDMI directly from PS3. But I think they actually all use the same cord. I think I just plugged the same cord in my PS1 into the PS3 for the RCA connection or whatever. I'm curious to see what comes to the PS Plus deal as well. I'm not hopeful for them to have a lot of good ones. Yeah, me either. And just because like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9 have all been re-released on PS4, so like, why would you even want to, like, so many of the really good games, and it's like, oh yeah, we love Tony Hawk. That's one of the, yeah, well, who's, 1 and 2 remake. You don't need those anymore, remade. And for me at least, it's like I already have, this and Siphon Filter and Tekken and so many other games that are considered essential. So it's like, well, I'm not going to pay extra a month so I can have digital. I'd consider it, I suppose, if there's trophy support. But It just kind of depends on what games, you know. There's some of the other ones too. It's like, oh yeah, what's, you know, big PS1 games. There's Spyro. Well, I have the remastered collection. There's Crash. Well, I have the remastered collection. This guy's actually getting a lot of hits on him. Let's heal up this next round. Oh, good. Yeah, the only things I can even think of would be like a lot of the classic, like again, like Chrono Cross just got remastered, so I can't see that the people who have that are really gonna be like, oh yeah, we want Crisis, you know, or Chrono Cross. And some of the other ones, like Chrono Trigger, it's like that was way better as a PS or the Super Nintendo game. Okay, so now I have her. Make sure she's got fire equipped. I have a boss here soon who's weak to fire, so it's nice to get everybody else set up on the beginning. Woohoo, come here, don't be shy. Mr. Donna, it's like you explain something first. Oh, I'll take you to you step by step. No, that is not what I meant. No, stop, just wait a second. Come to Papa. Spiky boy. What the hell? Sorry, that right? If they could put a lot of popular ones like Gex, Soul Reaver, Zone of the Enders, that'd be sick. Yeah, that's another good one too. And it's the same sort of thing though. Like I don't have Gex, but I do have Soul Reaver, I believe. If not, I think I have it on an emulator, so I could always play it eventually. And then I have the Zone of the Enders HD collection for the PS3, as well as the Second Runner thing that came out for PS4, which I think was just the second game, you know. I originally played the Zone of the Ender games on PS2, but I think I just rented them. I don't think I ever owned them. Back in the good old days when you could rent games at Blockbuster. Heidegger Shinra. The head of public safety maintenance. Oh man, Soul Reaver's awesome. I've heard so many good things. It's I have a list of shame, and I gotta get to it. It's the same thing too. Like I've gotten to disc 3 on Final Fantasy 8 and 9, and I've never beaten them. And I've never even gotten off of disc 1 of the Legend of Dragoon. And they're gonna wipe out Sector 7 slums. Spiky boy, we gotta go. But first, I'm gonna come over here, grab that hyper. And I'm gonna use the hyper on Cloud. Oh, and I still can't do Aerith. Oh, good. At least I can. Range exchange. Does she have fire, anyways? Oh, good. She does. Just a second. Shut up. Only take a second. These scubs who babble about the truth. They're sure they'll win. Who cracked? Yeah, I'll have to look to see if I even have Soul Reaver. If not, then like I said, maybe I'll have to play it on an emulator one day, but because it's like getting actual PS1 discs anymore. I'm sure they're so expensive for so many of the games. Like I've looked into it, and some of the PS1 games I have, especially Suikoden 1 and 2, are just so much money. It's a problem, Reeve. You want out? Nobody's the head of urban development department involved in building and running Midgar. Still call him a mayor. It's been incredible lore and it's excellent. All the games, especially the jump from Soul Reaver 1 to Soul Reaver 2 on the PS2 was amazing for the time. Yeah, there were so many ones that like my friends were into, and my biggest thing was Metal Gear Solid at the time, and same thing with Final Fantasy. The jump for Final Fantasy, 10 with the voice acting and stuff, and the graphics was just next level, you know. That's been one of those ones that's like, do I stream Final Fantasy 10 as the original PS2 game, or do I play the PS3 version or the PC version because I bought it for PC? So that one I could actually stream, and it'd probably look and run a little better. Well, a lot better than the PS2, you know. I don't think we get a chance to configure my team before the fight. I think I mostly got it anyway. There's that music again. Alright, Braver, Fire. I go on forever about Soul Reaver. That's my top favorite game of all time. Wow, that's some high praise. Some very high praise. I said maybe I'll have to check it out. I was thinking about doing Chrono Cross one of these days. Well, the Legacy of Kain series, not just Soul Reaver. Right, yeah. I remember back in the day, too, I watched a couple of friends of mine play it. But I never really got in for the whole story. This guy keeps back attacking himself. Yeah, like I said, with all this stuff I inherited from my brother-in-law, I might actually have it. Have you heard of Blasto? Yeah, Blasto was one of those ones where I hadn't heard a lot of people who knew of it because it was one of those ones that I inherited from that friend of my dad's that passed away. So I played a lot of Blasto when I was like super young. Same thing, like I played a lot of Jumping Flash, but I only played Jumping Flash as a demo. In fact, I think, yeah, because it's already 2:52 and I was planning on getting off around 3. I think what I'm going to do is after I finish the sewer section, I actually have a, what do you call it? It's like a disc I got from my brother-in-law I've never put in, and it's a Final Fantasy VII like special disc. But I think it was before the game came out, or it was a like music CD thing. I can't remember exactly, but I'll find it. It won't take me long. I'm curious what's on it. It'll be fun to check out. That's right, we still got time. Not everybody's dead yet. So I feel like I've made some pretty solid progress in this tonight too. That thing has to be rare. Yeah, I'm sure it's rare. I don't even know what he got it from. I think it was almost like I said, like a pre-release disc. Oh, I missed. Oops. I'll hold it up to the camera before I put it in. You can see. You get to listen to the nice PlayStation starting music again. I feel like I should just run from this. These guys have like a tranquilizer thing that negates that what that hyper is about. Hyper helps you get what do you call it? Limit breaks faster, which is good because it's the more times you have a limit break that you get to unlock the next level of limit break. Yeah, that music does just slap. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna get to the bottom of the tower. I'll at least get out of the train wreck area, and then I'll go get that disc out because this should only take me like 10 minutes, and I can go till 3:10. 10 extra minutes ain't gonna be a big deal. And that seems like a more natural stopping place right before the going up the plate. Yeah, I think only level 10. I remember doing this as a kid. I would have been training in every area for so long. So I'll find some good areas to train later on. Do a little extra grinding. But yeah, I got a couple of those discs. I have some like super rare PlayStation 1 stuff. I have both Final Fantasy Tactics, Chronicles, and Anthology, which is what Anthology I think is Final Fantasy 4 and Tactics, and then or it's 5 and Tactics. And then there's one that has I think Chronicles has Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 6. Gotta get that grind to get good. Right, definitely. Oh, thankfully I played it so much that there's typically some bosses and stuff like that. I already know what weaknesses there are. And I already know like I want to run from this because the ghosts, if you hit them, they disappear for a while and it just makes the fights longer and dull. It's like, I'm just going to stand here and wait. Let's see, I gotta hop in this to make it go forward. So it moves that train. I'm gonna hop back in. But it's like I couldn't even imagine playing like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 5. Like I might do Final Fantasy Advance or not Advance, Final Fantasy Tactics. I know so many people who just say that like that's their favorite PS1 game, and I never got into Tactics. I tried War of the Lion and stuff, and I like Tactics games, but I'm more of like a Fire Emblem guy. That'd be a fun one to do too. I have a Shadow Dragon, the very first Fire Emblem, or the English remake or whatever on the Switch. Yeah, that only took me 5 minutes. That wasn't that long. And I'm not all the way to the area tonight, but just about. Yeah, the pillar's still standing. Gunfire. Oh no, Wedge. Wedge, you alright? Oh, Spiky Boy, you remembered my name, Spiky Boy. Barry Boy's on top, we gotta help him. Oh, and now he's dead. I'm really crazy about turn-based games, but I like the exploration aspect of it. I like the action-based playing style instead. Yeah, for me it just depends. Like sometimes I like turn-based games. Usually, like when I'm kind of like what we're doing now, or I can sit and just play a game. That's when I like something more action-based. But when it's like I'm sitting watching TV or something, it's like, all right, let me take my time. Save and turn off the PlayStation. Now I'll grab that disc I was talking about before I get off. Oh, let's see here. Put Resident Evil 2 back. I think it was in this one. It might be. I have another CD binder. What even game is this? Is it? Oh, God Bless the Ring. Isn't this the one where you can fight with Cloud? There's Tactics. Oh, it's in the other one. Oh, I'll be right back. My son is crying. Just give me like 30 seconds. He's been having a nightmare. it's actually the daughter, the younger one. She's crying. I'm going to let her cry it out because she's only one. 3-year-old doesn't cry often. When he does, he actually needs something. All right. Other one I got. Star Ocean. Here we go. Final Fantasy VII Interactive Sampler CD. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Interactive Sampler CD. So let's see what the Interactive Sampler CD is. And that's interesting. Availability of product on the sampler. Apply to release in Japan only. Interesting. Let's see what happens. I better put 7 back in its actual case. Oh, good. I think my daughter is already back asleep. I also get used to hitting. I got the stupid little, what is it? Be right back. I gotta remember I can switch it to that real fast if need be. And I also have. Oh, interesting. Controls, explanation, demo, Bushido Blade. I also have a. Oh, get the angle right here. I see a Collector's CD Volume 2. Yeah, demo trailer, not. I think that's all the interesting things I have on it. Let's see if I have anything else. Oh yeah, here's the 1998 CD Collector's Volume 1. It's like, yeah, you can see all the games that are, demoed on it. There's Final Fantasy 8 and the other collector CDs. Like I said, I imagine there's not a lot of those. That's cool. The only thing else I got is let me check something out real quick. We'll try one of these before I quit out. That's cool. Square's Preview. Never played the Saga Frontier games. Yeah, it does look like a PlayStation Underground CD, but it's weird because it's specifically a Square Enix one, not so much a PlayStation one, even. Oh, that had voice acting. Oh man, look at those graphics, killer. That's interesting. I wonder if this has said like the FF7 intro. I wonder, because I don't think I can even back out. I think like I basically picked the trailer and it's like, nope, now you're just watching the trailer. So, such graphics, much definition. I like how it's giving you the credits. Oh, spring of 97, wow. That's crazy, because if it's telling you it's spring of 97, that means this had to have came out before Final Fantasy VII. I mean, clearly, I suppose it's a demo, but still. Like a large conglomerate that possesses all the world's energy and controls its politics. Outrage, but it's kind of cool to have the text over the like intro stars. Though it's funny, it's laggy. Into coming into contact with the Avalanche in a bar, Cloud joins the demolition mission for a large reward. Target is Shinra powered plant Makoro. Boys on the internet explore gonna have their minds blown and spring of 97 rolls around. Right? I think it's funny. There's like frame rate drops and stuff because it was probably a demo that was hard for like they hadn't quite gotten all worked out the kinks yet. Like, I doubt that all this is not just my end. It was like, no, we can't even run this. This is. Oh, that's funny. It even says 96 square because this game came out in 97. Wow, they're capturing it. Look at the red Final Fantasy lettering. See that like the disc is degrading over time because this is like tactics now. It's like trying to play 2 demos at once. That's interesting how I can't read the data properly off of it, it seems like. 1997 on sale. This is weird. It's got Final Fantasy 7 and like this is not Final Fantasy 7. What is it? But I can hear the 7 music. It's too much for the PS1 to handle, right? Well, you can tell too. Back in the day, they probably didn't put all the love and attention into demo discs, Yeah, the idea of demo discs, especially coming with magazines. Yeah, I remember too with those PlayStation Undergrounds, there was all the times you'd see them at the grocery stores and somebody had cut it a slit so they could get the disc out just so they could play the demos instead of paying for the magazine. Makes me wonder too if I just went right for this, if it handled a little better. Or if it's going to do the same thing. It's cool, at least I have it, Something fun and weird for the collection. Oh no, it's already like clicking and... Well, it's almost 3:10. Is there anything else? Or is there anything you want to see? I'm going to shut this off. Is there a PS1 intro scene? Something? That's one thing that irks me. Is no demos anymore. The whole PS Plus thing is supposed to premium or essential or extra or whatever the hell is supposed to have demos, but I don't know. I feel like anymore I've really like learned what games I like and what games I don't. Might be the disc, but I get the toothpaste. That's totally possible. I mean, at least if anything, I suppose it's on the sampler disc. Oh, here we go. We'll do a little bit of this just before I get off. Nah, Final Fantasy 7. My tag's now all wrong, but we'll do it for a moment. Oh, interesting. I don't know if the color's just off now or what. Fun. Now I really wonder, is this the disc or... Oh, thanks for coming and hanging out with me, Bud Duckless. That's what I was wondering why it's purple too. I'm almost like gonna hit... No, okay, this looks like the colors are right now. But I figured you'd appreciate this for a minute, This was definitely my favorite Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I'll see what other nights I get on. I'm gonna, like I said, start trying to get on more. And yeah, those graphics.
Of course.
But yeah, this is definitely one of the ones. So all right, well, it was good. Thanks for, like I said, coming and hanging out. Like I said, I'll try and stream more often. So hopefully I'll see you again on one of these ones. So thanks for coming and hanging out, and yeah, have a good night.